You can't. And you want God to visit you. Can I tell you something? If you don't do God's business, God will not do your business. Hello? If you don't do God's business, God will not do your business. He said, and that is why he said, he that winneth what? Winneth soul is what? Wise. Wise. Why? Because that is God's business. The passion God have after his soul, nobody has it. That's why he said, when a soul give his life to Christ, what happened in heaven? He said they rejoice in heaven. So it's not your praise and worship that makes them to rejoice in heaven. What makes them rejoice? The soul that came to the kingdom. And so this year, you must target to win souls for God if you want something to change in your life. You don't necessarily need to bring them here. You don't necessarily need to say, because they are not many. They want people to come. Let me tell you, God doesn't record soul against church. He doesn't record soul against church. He records soul against you. He doesn't record soul against church. So whichever church or denomination you belong, God doesn't record it against them. He records it against your name. That's why that songwriter said, shall I go and empty-handed? Shall I meet my Savior's soul? When he was going to die, he saw on the bed that he was dying and there was nothing in his hand. And that was why he wrote that song. He was dying, he was seeing heaven, and there was nothing in his hand to go to God to say, this is what I brought. And you have been in church 1 year, 2 years, 4 years, 5 years, 6 years. Some of us are archbishop. We are just sitting down here. Some of us, we are archbishop. We are already 30 years old, 50 years old. We know everything about the gospel. But to win a soul, nothing is around us. I will tell you the truth. He that winneth his soul is wise. You want things to change? Start the work. He said, who shall tell them? Except through a preacher. So he said it will grow. That growth has to do with your life this year. And I'm telling you that if you are able to harness the grace of God into whatever you are doing in winning of souls, you will see quick change. Everybody say quick change. No, let me hear say quick change.
Quick change.
Say quick change.
Quick change.
My first job that I got, I was working somewhere. You know how much they were paying me? They were paying me 25,000. That 25,000, I got another job. They were paying me 35,000. That job, I started to do more in the kingdom. In fact, I took the whole of my generator in my office because I had a business center then. I took the whole of my generator and I gave it. I said, God, I need open door. I gave my generator out. Somebody will say, oh no money, he has money. That's why he can do that. Which money? I had a listed generator. The church was suffering from generator at that time. I just said, okay, no problem. Because I was suffering on my own. I said, I'm going to show it as a sin. And I brought that gen. The pastor was not around. Nobody was around. I paid. I brought that gen. It's a listed generator. That time it was worth 120,000. Long time ago. A lot of money. So I brought it to church with the alternator because you have to couple it. I brought it. I don't have money for couple, but I brought what they are going to use to couple. I dropped it. Do you know what? After that, the job that I was doing 25,000, I got another job, and they were paying me 100,000 naira. 100,000 naira. That's what they said. Apart from that, in that office, different from a regular office. That time that they are paying 100,000 naira, you can call for Milo anytime. Yeah? So my lunch is taken care of. I call for Milo, I'll just say, Milo, bring me. No time that not like say you took one that time. No, you will just do like this. Milo. You are not doing anything. No. You give me Milo. Correct. I know in no minutes because I was suffering before. I was using my money to do everything when I was collecting 25,000. I can't even drink Milo. So I will just say Milo. Then later they changed. They said no, they will not be giving us Milo like that. What they did, they said they will be giving us the pack, the can, the container. So that if you want to finish your own in 1 week, finish it is your problem. So they started giving us the Milo can, then with St. Louis pack, then with peak milk thing also. So I started having this thing.